Are your plants struggling despite your best efforts? The answer could be right under your feet: your soil's pH level. Soil pH is the foundation of your garden's health, dictating how well your plants grow. Welcome to Don't Do This Guide, where we turn gardening mistakes into success stories. Today we're tackling one of the most overlooked garden game changers: soil pH. We'll break down what pH means, why it matters, how to test it, and how to fix it if it's off. Grab a notepad and let's dig in. What is soil pH? It's a question every gardener should be asking. It's a measure of how acidic or alkaline your soil is, a fundamental property that dictates the health and vitality of your plants. This measurement is expressed on a scale from 0 to 14, providing a clear spectrum of soil conditions. 7 is neutral, the sweet spot where acidity and alkalinity are perfectly balanced. Anything below 7 is acidic, indicating a higher concentration of hydrogen ions. And anything above 7 is alkaline, meaning a lower concentration of hydrogen ions. Most garden plants thrive in a slightly acidic to neutral range, about 6.0 to 7.0. This is the Goldilocks zone for nutrient availability. Why does this matter? Why should you care about these numbers? Because pH controls which nutrients are available to your plants. It's the gatekeeper to a healthy, thriving garden. If your pH is off, even by a little bit, nutrients can be locked away, becoming inaccessible to your plant's roots. This means that no matter how much you fertilize, your plants won't be able to absorb the essential elements they need. Soil pH also affects beneficial microbes, the tiny organisms that play a crucial role in breaking down organic matter. It also impacts soil structure, influencing drainage and aeration, and even how well pesticides work, affecting their effectiveness and longevity. A small change in pH can mean a big difference, a world of difference. Remember, it's a logarithmic scale, not a linear one. For example, a pH of 5 is 10 times more acidic than a pH of 6. That's a significant jump. Knowing your exact pH gives you the power to make targeted improvements, leading to healthier and more productive plants. Too acidic or too alkaline, either extreme, and your plants will struggle, showing signs of nutrient deficiencies and stunted growth, even if everything else seems right, like proper watering and sunlight. Think of pH as the key to unlocking your soil's full potential, the secret ingredient to a flourishing garden. Neglecting it is like building a house on a shaky foundation, setting yourself up for problems down the road. So, understanding and managing pH is essential for every gardener, from beginners to seasoned pros. We're here to make sure your garden's foundation is rock solid, providing you with the knowledge and tools you need to succeed. Let's see how pH acts as the gatekeeper for plant nutrition, opening the door to a world of vibrant growth. Soil pH is the gatekeeper for nutrient availability. Even if your soil is rich in nutrients, the wrong pH can lock them away from your plants. This is called nutrient lockout. Plants show deficiency symptoms even when nutrients are present. For example, iron becomes unavailable in alkaline soils, causing yellow leaves in acid-loving plants. In very acidic soils, phosphorus gets locked up, and toxic elements like aluminum can harm roots. Most nutrients are best absorbed in a pH range of 6.0 to 7.5. Micronutrients like iron and manganese prefer acidic conditions, while molybdenum is more available in alkaline soils. Simply adding more fertilizer won't help if pH is the problem. Addressing pH first is the most effective solution. If your plants are struggling, check the soil's chemistry before reaching for more fertilizer. Understanding pH helps you diagnose problems accurately and avoid wasting time and money. Get the pH right, and your plants can access the full buffet of nutrients. Now, let's spot the signs of pH trouble in your garden. Plants send clear signals when pH is off. Yellowing leaves, especially between the veins, often mean iron is locked up in alkaline soil. Stunted growth and poor flowering can signal multiple nutrients are unavailable due to pH. Purplish or reddish leaves may indicate phosphorus lockout. Leaf tip burn or browning edges can result from extreme pH or toxic mineral buildup. Plants stressed by pH imbalance are more vulnerable to pests and diseases. If you see these symptoms across many plants, pH is a likely culprit. Don't ignore these red flags. Test your soil to confirm. Recognizing these signs is the first step to healthier plants. Let's move on to how you can test your soil pH at home. It's easier than you think. Are your plants looking a little under the weather? Are their leaves yellowing, or are they just not thriving as you expect? Suspect a pH problem? Time to test your soil. Knowing your soil's pH is the first step to a healthier garden. Home test kits are affordable and easy. They're a great way to get a quick snapshot of your soil's condition. Just follow the instructions carefully to ensure accurate results. Read through the steps before you even start. And remember to use distilled water for accuracy. Tap water can contain minerals that skew your readings. Dig 4-6 inches deep for samples, getting below the surface layer, and mix soil from several spots for a representative reading. Don't just test one area of your garden. Electronic meters are convenient, offering a digital readout. But choose reputable brands to avoid inaccurate measurements. Quality matters when it comes to electronics, and clean probes between uses to prevent contamination and ensure reliable results. For a quick DIY check, if you're curious but don't have a kit on hand, try the vinegar and baking soda test. It's a fun science experiment for your garden. Fizzing with vinegar means alkaline, indicating a higher pH. Fizzing with baking soda means acidic, suggesting a lower pH. This method is rough and only gives you a general idea. So use a proper kit for precise results if you need to make informed decisions about soil amendments. Consistency matters. Regular testing provides a clearer picture of your soil's health over time. Test the same way and from the same spots each time to minimize variability in your results. Test different garden areas separately. Raised beds might differ from in-ground plots. pH can vary significantly across your yard, especially if you've amended certain areas. For the most accurate results and a comprehensive analysis, send a sample to a professional lab. They have the equipment and expertise for in-depth testing. Lab tests give you detailed pH and nutrient info, far beyond what a home kit can provide. Great for big projects or persistent problems where you need to understand the full picture. For most gardeners who are just looking to maintain a healthy garden, home kits are enough for ongoing care and making minor adjustments. Accurate testing guides your next steps, helping you choose the right amendments, and prevents overcorrecting, which can be just as harmful as having the wrong pH to begin with. Now let's talk about how to adjust your soil pH like a pro, using the right techniques and materials. You've got the numbers. You know where your soil stands. Here's what to do next to bring it into the ideal range for your plants. Let's get your soil in the sweet spot so your garden can flourish. Got your pH results back from the lab, or perhaps you've used an at-home testing kit. Understanding those numbers is the first step. Now, here's how to fix it and get your soil where it needs to be for optimal plant growth. To raise acidic soil's pH, which is common in areas with high rainfall, use agricultural lime. Calcitic lime, derived from limestone, is an excellent choice. Or dolomitic lime, which contains magnesium, depending on your soil's magnesium needs. A soil test will reveal if magnesium is lacking. Apply lime based on the recommendations from your soil test, and consider your soil type. The test will give you specific rates. Sandy soils need less lime due to their lower buffering capacity, while clay soils, with their higher buffering capacity, often require more. Spread the lime evenly across the soil surface, and then gently mix it into the top 4-6 inches of soil, where the majority of plant roots reside. Be patient and retest the soil pH after a few months to gauge the effectiveness of the application. Wood ash, a byproduct of burning wood, can also raise pH, but use it sparingly. It's quite potent and can easily overshoot your target pH. To lower alkaline soil's pH, which is common in arid regions, use elemental sulfur. Soil microbes convert it to sulfuric acid over time, gradually lowering the pH. Incorporating organic matter like compost, which also improves soil structure. Pine needles, known for their acidity, or oak leaves can help acidify soil gradually and provide valuable nutrients. For quick fixes in small garden areas or containers, consider using commercial soil acidifiers. Options include iron sulfate or aluminum sulfate, both of which can rapidly lower pH. However, always follow label instructions carefully to avoid over-application and potential harm to your plants. Always test your soil first to determine the initial pH level and apply amendments gradually, monitoring the changes over time. Retest the soil pH after a few months before making any further adjustments. Avoid drastic shifts in pH, as these can negatively impact plant health. Slow, incremental adjustments are always preferable to protect beneficial soil life and ensure optimal plant health. Remember, patience is key. Significant pH changes take time to occur. Focus your efforts on improving the pH in the root zone, where plants actively absorb nutrients, not just the surface layer. Adjusting soil pH is a marathon, not a sprint, so approach it with a long-term perspective. With the right approach and consistent monitoring, you'll be well on your way to creating the perfect soil environment for your plants to thrive and flourish. Now, with your soil's pH in the right range, let's explore how to match your plants to your soil's unique personality and pH preferences. Sometimes the best strategy is to work with your soil's natural pH. Acidic soils, pH 4.5-6.0, are perfect for blueberries, azaleas, rhododendrons, and potatoes. Neutral soils, pH 6.0-7.0, suit most vegetables, flowers, and lawn grasses. Think tomatoes, beans, carrots, and coneflowers. Alkaline soils, pH above 7.0, favor lilacs, carnations, lavender, thyme, and some brassicas. Choose plants that thrive in your soil's range for less work and better results. If you want to grow something outside your soil's comfort zone, create dedicated beds or amend small areas. Many plants tolerate a broad pH range if the soil is rich in organic matter. For picky plants like blueberries, getting pH right is non-negotiable. Research your plant's preferences before planting. Matching plants to your soil saves time, money, and frustration. Set your garden up for success from the ground up. Next, let's keep your soil pH healthy for the long haul. Achieving the right pH is just the start. Maintenance is key. Retest your soil every year or two, especially after making changes or growing sensitive plants. Add organic matter regularly. Compost, manure, and mulch buffer pH and improve soil health. Watch your fertilizer choices. Some can acidify or sweeten soil over time. Use slow-release or organic fertilizers for gentler effects. Consider your water source. Hard tap water can raise pH, while rainwater is slightly acidic. Rotate crops to balance nutrient use and prevent pH drift. Mulch to conserve moisture, suppress weeds, and add organic matter as it breaks down. Avoid practices that degrade soil, like excessive tilling or leaving soil bare. Healthy soil structure and organic content help stabilize pH. Think of yourself as a soil steward. Nurture the ecosystem below. With good habits, pH management becomes second nature. Let's wrap up with your next steps. Soil pH is the secret weapon for a thriving garden. Mastering it transforms frustration into flourishing. Test, adjust, and maintain for best results. Don't stress if it's not perfect right away. Small, steady efforts pay off. Observe, test, and respond. Your plants will thank you. Share your pH stories or questions in the comments, and subscribe for more smart gardening tips. Thanks for joining me on Don't Do This Guide. Keep growing smart.